Hello YouTube, hello boys and girls, Arkabu here. Today let's talk about handheld maintenance. With the right maintenance, we can keep our unit fresher, cleaner, and run the long one, just like a marathon. So for myself here, got my first unit, the RP3 Plus in 2023. And now fast forward, we're in 26. So really, it's a 3-year with a lot of wear and tear. But my unit still looks very fresh and it still runs very well. I mean, I can say all I want, but really I think action speaks louder than words. So let's bring out the unit. So here it is. Here is my RP3 Plus, and you can see the screen. I mean, no cracks, obviously with proper care, no drops. The buttons are good. I mean, a little wear and tear because, you know, obviously plate and stuff, but the buttons are all intact. Same with the top. Same with the back, it's very clean. I mean, you could take a look there. And the bottom, all the ports are still good. And yeah, there we go. This is how the unit looks after 3 years of being used. Now, if you like your units to be in this kind of condition, I'm gonna share with you all the 5 practices that I do for all my handhelds. Now, they're very simple. Maybe you could do 1 out of the 5, 2 out of 5, whatever you please. But feel free to pick and choose and cherry pick all you want. So let's get to it. Roll it. First one, hands. We always want to play our units with the clean hands. So before I play my units, I like to wash my hands with soap and fully dry them. Don't make them all kind of damp because the water could get in the cracks. Do some shorts on the boards. We don't want that. So a rule of thumb is, use soap and wash your hands for that good 20 seconds and fully pat dry and away you go. Now there are times where you can't wash your hands. Well, your best case is use a napkin, use a Kleenex or paper towel. Wipe your hand as clean as possible. You just want to remove all that grease and dirt, all those external stuff that can really slip into the cracks between the buttons and the trigger and the D-pad. That's all to it. Wash your hands. Number 2 on the list is wiping your unit frequently with a cloth. So here, the cloth, wipe the screen to get all that dust off. You could do the buttons for any kind of grease from the hands. And then obviously the back plate, sometimes we have some hand liquid left behind because we're playing those critical games, a little nervous. It happens, right? Sweaty hands. So I usually do this on a daily basis, just wiping it through. Now on a monthly basis, I would do a few drops of water on this cloth and give it a light wipe down. Don't want to be too damp because then you're going to be causing some water damage in the charging ports, or you could be getting into between the buttons and shorting the board. You don't want that. So I usually use one of these cloths. And if you're wondering what these cloths are, you can get them in these package called Mr. Sega. Here you are. This one is a brand I've been using for all my units and it works very well. You can pick them up on Amazon. So that's all you have to do. Wipe your device every day. Doctor goes away. Next on the list is charging the battery of the device. So how do we do this? First, we need a Type-C cable. I like to use the official Retroid supplied one, and I like to use 8-bit DOE one that they provide in their controllers. Those are very good quality to me. I haven't had any issues, so I keep using them for the time being. But the most important thing is the block charger. You want to go with 5 volt, 1 amp. Why? Slow charge, low heat, get the job done. But the only thing you have to sacrifice is time. Yes, all these new devices can take on more charge, but it means more thermal, more potential for swelling, more chances for complications. Now, if you want to willing to take the risk, sure. But to me, extra half an hour, why not? Why not use that half an hour to do something else, touch the grass, smell the air, do something. It's not that bad, half an hour, right? For the price to pay to keep your unit running for that extra mile. So this is it, remember. Get a very good Type-C cable and the block. And then we have to do time to time check on the physical of the unit. Go look at the back to see if there's any battery swelling. If you see the swelling, you can see cracks and damage to the unit. First thing we need to do is remove the battery to minimize damage. So just time to time, put your hand, making sure there's no bump. If there's no bump, you are good. Now look at this unit. 3 years in the making and it's still in good condition. Now, sometimes, obviously, this is my first unit, so I have other units. If this becomes dormant for, say, 3 months, you haven't played it or used it, time to time, stick in the charger, charge the battery a little bit. It's just like Nintendo's kind of spec, right? Minimum every 6 months, charge your device just to keep all the chemical, all the cycle charge active. That's really what it is. Don't want to be too dormant, because if it's too dormant, it becomes useless. The last thing I want to talk about battery is when you're charging this device, making sure that it is in a well-ventilated area, okay? Don't be putting it on the bed sheet, on the pillow, in between the pillow. There's just not enough air circulation, and it also generates heat, which causes fire or damage to the unit itself. So making sure that keep it in a very well-ventilated area. So something like this. Next up is handling and storage. So handling, when you're finished with the device, slowly place it down on a hard surface, you know, a table and stuff, or even on the floor, but slowly. Don't like, you know, chuck it, throw it, don't throw it on the bed. Any impact, even soft impact, will do some harm over time. So again, treat it very gently, put it down, and so be it. Then you can keep your unit for a longer time. Now, in terms of storage, we always like to either put it on the desk, but sometimes the desks get a little bit too crowded, so you put it in the drawers. But really, some caution is when you put it in the drawer, make sure there's a lot of room, so there's nothing hitting the button, you know, hitting the stick is all bent, or some sharp stuff scratching the screen, making sure that they have their own space, something like this. Also storing in the right condition is very important. We don't want to put it in super sunlight, super wet area, or super cold. We want something very room temperature and dry so that these circuit boards get the well rest they deserve. The next one is travel protection. Obviously, we got our handhelds for one reason, is to play a little bit here, a little bit there, just everywhere. But to do that, we need to bring it to that place. So we would put it in our bag, our pockets, our jackets, our hands. It'll just leave the house. But before we leave the house, we need to use something to protect it. One thing I use is a hard case. See, hard case. And what I do is I put the unit in. So here it is, my RP. Put the unit in and you zip it out. Now it is protected from any kind of impact to the joysticks or the screen itself. And there you go. It is well protected. The other thing I would advise you is when you put in your bag, making sure you don't combine it with any liquid, bottled water, bottled juice, or anything liquid. Because if there's any leak, it will seep into this. So keep them in different compartments and you will be good. Well, there you go. 5 steps that you can use to help maintain your unit into its great condition. So it could be fresh, clean, and last longer. And when a unit lasts longer, it just means more time, more gaming, more experiences. So why not? It's a win-win-win scenario. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Same place, same time.